Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for January 18th to 30th. We have a lot of changes coming our way, and I'll get to that. This is for the period January 18th to 22nd. We have a trough here, ridge, but the pattern gradually transverses to a ridge in the west, and I'll show you that. You can see the ridge here. You have a trough here, and we have a broad trough across the east central states. And we go to the 22nd, and you see the pattern, what we see here. That's the other thing I got to get into. And we have an amplified southern stream energy that will move into the southwest on Friday, and then as moisture pools, the precipitation works through the Intermountain West, Rockies, and rain and mountain snow. First, going to get to the system that's forecast to impending storm in the east. We'll get to that now. What you're looking here is the GFS. Here's our system that we're talking about. Comes in on Friday right here. And then we go through the period. And we have a weak system here that comes through, but it's showing snow and rain. And then here's our next system. This is snow. Here's the upper low, begins to organize. And then we go to Saturday. You can see the snow. Here's mixed precipitation. Here's the 540 line, very close to New York City. And then it turns to rain. Then turns back to a mixture on Sunday. That's the GFS. This is the European deterministics. Watch this to come into the west. It's lagging a little bit behind. And they're kind of similar. 540 line changes to rain. And then maybe changing back. Now we're going to take a look at the snowfall amounts. This is European. This is accumulated snowfall amounts in 6-hour intervals. So we'll skip all the way to Saturday. This is European deterministics. Keeps snow pretty much to the north. And then we look at the GFS. Brings it in a little bit closer. But it's forecasting light amounts. You have to keep an eye on this. This is what I'm talking about here. This is this system. There's no talk about a secondary development here because the storm's going to come up kind of like in this pattern here. So pretty much inland, but with the cold air in place, it'll probably change. But a lot can do. A lot can change. So as precipitation overruns the Arctic air mass, heavy snow and ice will spread out into the Central Plains, Ohio Valley, then the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast through the weekend, along with some threat of blizzard conditions in the pressure gradient around the main low that lifts through the eastern U.S. And then in the warm sector, we expect heavy rainfall. All right, we're going to get back to the forecast. Whoops. This is for the period January 21st to 25th. We have a ridge from Alaska into the East Pacific and a broad trough in the east. Miles a good agreement. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the west. Forecast anomalies of 4 degrees above normal forecast, and then below normal temperatures are forecast for the east central states. Forecast anomalies of 4 degrees below normal for precipitation. Call for above normal precipitation here. And for this region, Probability of occurrence is 35 to 55%. Below normal precipitation forecast here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to take a look at the period for January 26th to the 30th. And the pattern becomes more amplified. This is a general thinking of all the models. Even your the NAEFS, we have a deep ridge here, strong ridge here over Western North America, and a deep trough here in the east. Models a good agreement. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting below normal temperatures for much of the nation. And look at these anomalies, 18. In some place, 18 degrees below normal, but I'm calling for 6 to 12 at least across much of the nation. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence 35%, and then we have above normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence is 45%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for January 18th to 30th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.